Welcome everyone to After Hours Gaming League's tournament. We are in week 4. We saw a match played between Calabrio and Amazon Continuous Destroyment last time in the last video actually. And this time I'm going to be bringing you a game played between Facebook Team Facebork on blue side, and on the red side it's going to be Microsoft 1. They're both going to be playing for different charities. Team Facebook, they're going to be playing for Doctors Without Borders, and Microsoft 1, they're going to be playing for Charity Water. Now, as you can see, we're already fairly late into champion selection. Had to just get everything ready. And you can also see some pretty strange bans on the blue team. That's really because they did their picks and bans in pre-game lobby. So we'll do a quick little pick and ban phase right now, just so you can see, well, you can hear what they actually went with. So their bans were going to be Callista, Azir, Jax, Vi, Kassadin, Rek'Sai, and that's following the standard blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. And specifically the Kassadin and Jax ban, they're targeted heavily towards Ibne. He's played so much on those two champions in this tournament, and now they're putting him on Irelia champion that he's not he hasn't played it too much in this tournament, but definitely in solo queue it's definitely a threat, and by giving that pick over they may choose to regret it. Irelia and Gnar is still it's a really weird matchup. It's going to go in Gnar's favor a little bit earlier just because of his harass. However, once Irelia puts a couple of points into the Equilibrium Strike, then she should be fine. Even hit 10 style would be fine, skilled to max. But I think that we're going to be seeing Equilibrium Strike getting maxed out first in that lane. Then we have the Azir ban. That's just kind of standard. The Azir, though, is most likely going to be banned against Quap. He did play that a couple of times in his previous matches, so they're going to try and stop any momentum he wants to carry over from that. Then in terms of picks, first pick for the Facebook team was the Janna, just a strong support overall. Taking that away, does not want to give such a pick over to the Microsoft team, but they didn't really have to worry about that. Silent J is he usually picks champions that have a little bit more poke in lane, as well as a little bit more damage. Janna, I'm not saying she doesn't have poke, but Nami is definitely a little bit more of an aggressive support right there, as well as a lot more sustain. Then they had the Jarvan and Graves pick up for the Microsoft team, so they're kind of like solidifying kind of like a team fight comp, AoE comp. So they're just going to try and group together and look for fights. Then we had Gnar and Wukong. So with Jarvan taken away, they're not going to get the Narvan combo, but we can see if they'll have some sort of synergy between the knockup of Wukong. Gnar will just be able to jump in and get that swipe, hopefully hitting something. They'll probably want to fight in their jungle. That's where they're fairly powerful. Then the next two picks for the Microsoft team was the Irelia and Nami. Spoke about those previously. Then the last two picks on Facebook was Caitlyn and Orianna. So kind of like solidifying that jungle kind of fight strength. They'll just want to stick in that jungle, allow Caitlyn to just stand back and just shoot off those auto attacks while they have the bonus of the jungle for combinations between Orianna, Gnar, and Wukong. Last pick for the red team was the Ahri, and Ahri is just such a strong mid laner right now, right? After removing DFG and removing the damage increase on her taunt, they put some movement speed on her Q, and that kind of took away almost all of her weakness in the early game. You really just tried to shut down Ahri in the early game when she didn't have mobility, but now that they've added mobility to her early game, it's just that much harder to shut her down. She's such a strong mid laner right now, and I'm surprised that we haven't seen a ban come out from her. So That was picking bands. We're getting into this game, and you know both of these teams are 3-0. So the way After Hours Gaming League sets these teams up, is by how do I explain? By win rate. So it's kind of as this tournament progresses, you're going to be seeing better teams matched against each other. So you could definitely know that there is a high amount of skill level on both of these teams. So as we get into this game, let's do some introductions. For the Facebork team in the top lane, it's going to be Gnar, played by IMEPS. Then in the jungle, it's going to be Nubis Maximus on Wukong. Then in the mid lane, it's going to be Orianna, played by Ite. Wait, whoops, my bad, guys. It's Quap. Misread that. It's going to be Quap on Orianna. Then in that bottom lane, it's going to be TJ09 on Janna with 8 on Caitlyn. Then on the side of Microsoft, it's going to be Ibne on Irelia. Then in the jungle, it's going to be Yaruru on Jarvan. The mid lane is going to be Broseph4 on Ahri. And that bottom lane will be the combination of Blues Forte and Silent J on Graves and Nami. So, getting into this game, there's going to be arranging those things. And there we go. So, ping's going down by that blue team. They just want to set up a defensive perimeter. Any kind of... They definitely have the early game, the Microsoft team. The lockdown between Ahri and Nami would be more than enough to get a pick. They'll have to be very careful. The level 1 isn't as strong for Facebook, and we can already see a very aggressive movement. The Facebook team did put down a ward in the river, so they'll be spotting the aggression of Microsoft. They're just going to back away. They place a very deep ward in front of the bush of red buff, so they'll be able to spot Wukong's movement throughout that jungle in the game. Right now, they're trying to go for a little bit of a cheese strat right here. They'll have Silent J with the Aqua Prison. They're just going to wait for someone to walk past it. Unfortunately for them, there was a ward placed by Facebork, so they know that it's there. They're just going to be... Caitlyn and Janna, they're just hanging around near the second tier tower. I don't think they're going to be falling for anything. Even at 2, there he's in that bottom lane. So he'll be using teleport to get back up. There it is. Build over Peacemaker. Just going to spot it out. He's going to have to use that teleport to get back up there as well. So, bit of an immediate advantage for IMEPS. If he can force Ibne out of that lane, then he'll just get so far ahead in terms of golden experience. No, it didn't really work out for them. Let's see if they can try and come back from that. Already, Ite taking an Aqua Prison. Buckshot going to be used as well. A little bit of poke right there. And that's really where the Nami is going to capitalize against that Janna pick. You have the lockdown from Aqua Prison as well as the sustain and damage from Ebb and Flow. They can be extremely aggressive, and TJ09 will have absolutely no answer to it. He won't have any heal until level 6 with the Monsoon, and even then, that Howling Gale, if it comes out, it's not going to do too much. He'll have to throw it towards that Graves, but Nami's damage is so high. Right now, Ite taking a lot of damage from the Ebb and Flow. Heal is going to be used, a flash used by Blues Forte as well. Caitlyn will survive that. Engage, though. She's going to be going back, and it's too early into the game for her to even buy any items. She'll be stuck with buying a couple of health potions. And that red team, they're picking up a nice advantage in that bottom lane. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Broseph just throwing out a little bit of poke. Ibne as well, just using the Blade Surge. No. Graves, Blues Forte, going back right now. And he actually picks up a second Doran's Blade as well. So he's not going to make the mistake of sticking in that lane with only a Doran's Blade. When you know you have the advantage and you had the gold as well, you pick up a small advantage getting a second Doran's Blade, and Meanwhile, Caitlyn still stuck with a single one. So he's slowly starting to push that advantage. IMEP's just gonna try and farm it up. He's not having the best of time versus Ibane. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Right now, all the lanes are all the lanes are essentially even gold lead, not too high. It's only 4 minutes into the game. Oh, double Aqua Prison hit by Silent J. A little bit of poke, and it's not looking too good already. They come back, they get into this lane, and they're already starting to fall back behind. Silent J on point with those Aqua Prisons. Right now, I don't expect to see too much aggression from Wukong as well against these lanes. There's just not a lot of lockdown pre-6. The Gnar, he'll have that stun coming up. He'll have the stun from Mega Gnar, the Wallump, but against the Irelia, she was just gonna have such a good time. Again, Silent J with the Aqua Prison down onto I. He needs to be careful about that, and I'm surprised that we're not seeing him use net a little bit more defensively. He is level 3, he should have it up. Oh, Ibane taking a lot of damage. This is going to be first blood. There's the flash going to be used, and there it is. Boomerang toss giving IMEP's first blood against Ibane. That was such a mistake by Ibane, like blade surging into a huge horde of enemy minions and then just getting locked down by the Mega Gnar. He knew it was still there. There was no reason for him to actually fight that, and he fell because he made a mistake and he paid for it. Nubis Maximus just not really showing himself in that bottom lane. He was looking for a gank, but he just backed away. I'm not sure if Blues Forte and Silent J knew that he was there. There aren't any wards. Oh, Spherush is going to be used by Broseph. He's taking a lot of damage. A flash is going to be used from Nubis Maximus as well. Nimbus Strike getting him away. A little bit of action in that bottom lane. It looks as though they're going to try and turn it around. Yaruru, level 5, not level 6 yet. There's the knock-up. It's going to miss. Just a little bit of auto attacks to force him away. Meanwhile, in that bottom lane, looks like Ait was taken extremely low, and now he's been forced away. Blues Forte and Silent J taking control of that lane and not giving up that pressure. They do have TJ09 to kind of defend that tower, but meanwhile, look at that. Yaruru looking for maybe a tower dive. He's taking golems right now. There it is. Finally going in. TJ09, not in the best spot. Just an auto attack, and flash is going to be used as well. Silent J taking up that tower. Blues Forte. Actually, no, he won't be able to kill. Yaruru will be taking it for himself. I think it was the red buff or the burn from. Yeah, wait, I don't know if he had red buff or not. Regardless, Yaruru getting the kill. It's not terrible. It's not too terrible. Definitely wanted it on Blues Forte though. This tower is going to be taking a lot of damage. Ait with the exhaust down onto him. Nubis Maximus trying to go down onto the Nami, but she flashed away. There's the Aqua Prison coming out. Nubis Maximus won't be able to continue chasing that. Really well played by that red team. So much synergy between Blues Forte and Silent J. It's going to be really fun as this match progresses. Right now, Blues Forte, not in the. He still has the advantage in that lane. Look at that CS, 24 to 55. However, Ait with the pickaxe, he's looking really strong. If Blues Forte doesn't go back soon, then that Caitlyn is just going to do so well. There it is, TJ09 joining the fight. They're not level 6 yet. They're nowhere close to level 6. Blues Forte almost level 6. They can probably get the kill if they go in once Graves hit 6. He's gonna hit 6, but I think they're just backing away for now. They'll be back, Graves with that pickaxe, and they won't have to try and risk it. Blues Forte was fairly low, even without Ait not having the ace in the hole and TJ09 with the monsoon. It was just a needless risk, especially with Blues Forte not having heal available. Well, meanwhile, IMAPS, he's picked up that kill in the lane, but he is still even in CS with Ibne. He has the Giant Spelt as well as Cloth Armor, so building in early Randuin's against the Irelia. Ibne, on the other hand, he's going for a little bit more immediate armor with the Ninja Tabby going in. Equilibrium Strike, wasn't able to get the stun, even though it was still at full health. But a lot of harass going down by IMAP, sidestepping the boomerang throw. Doesn't want to get too low against the Gnar. He's still looking pretty good despite giving up first blood, farming up fairly well against that lane. There it is. Transcendent Blade is going to be used to farm it up. Aquaprison is going to be landing down onto TJ09. No kill going over. Collateral damage is available, but they put her low enough where if they go in, they'll be able to get the kill. Nubis Maximus, though, taken down by Yeruru. He did not spot out the ward in the pit. He died for it, and a little bit of roam coming out from Silent J, but not too much. Luz Forte doing well in that 2v1. They're not trying to poke him out. They even know that Silent J was in the jungle. Ike taken very low. He's going to be forced to use the heal. TJ09 not in the greatest position. He's taking up that tower. Silent J, he's going to be fine. Blues Forte going to actually fall to that Janna. Silent J walked out of that tower range. Ait, oh, Yeruru tried to get the knockup, but the standard did not come out in time. Ait will be able to escape this. Here's Nubis Maximus, though. He wants to go in onto Yeruru. He has the Cyclone. Oh, but he will not be able to get it. The EQ combo was able to get him away. Now Silent J. He needs to be careful. Nubis Maximus using the decoy, but he's going back in. Why is he going back in? Yeruru is going to turn it around. There's a smite going to be used as well as the Dragon Strike, and that's going to be another kill for the Jarvan. Meanwhile, Broseph going in, has the Spirit Rush. There's the taunt, going to be landing Quap. Not in a good position. Meanwhile, in that top lane, Ibne forcing the Gnar away. There's the Ignite, and oh, the Ignite didn't get it. The Flash was used by Broseph as well, but the last auto attack did not come out. There it is. Ibne going in down onto IMAPs. Mega Gnar using the Gnar swiping Ibne into that, I guess, wall. Yeah, wall. Swiping into the wall. Not too much. Ibne, now that he knows IMAPs doesn't have that Mega Gnar up, he'll just be able to just go in while he has the advantage. Ait still has yet to pick up a new item after the pickaxe. He needs to, like, his best choice right now is to just farm up and not play too aggressively. The way, though, Silent J is hitting those bubbles, it's going to be very difficult. Blues Forte, this is a risky position. He's going to reveal himself in that lane. TJ09 won't be able to follow up on it. Not too much that the Channa can do right there. CS leads starting to reveal themselves across the board. Blues Forte being really aggressive against Ait. Diana wasn't there for some backup, so Caitlyn going to take a lot of harass. Aqua Prison not going to connect, but there's the Ebb and Flow. Tadkar's Blessing for the slow as well. That mid lane tower, though. Oh, there it is. Yeruru coming in. The flash was used by Janna. Did not want to get caught out. Meanwhile, in that top lane, IMAPS has the hop just to jump away from the Irelia. Quap sidestepping the taunt. Shockwave going to be used as well. Broseph was out of range of that. That tower's going to fall, and there is the Spirit Rush. Quaps will be made quick work of by that Ahri. Now Blues Forte, he's being really aggressive. He's kind of stuck in a bad place. Ait still going to live, and there it is. Oh, he's taken very low, but there's the Telelord going to be used by Gnar. TJ09 with the Monsoon, knocking him away, and there's the combo with the Gnar. Blues Forte using the heal. He's trying to get the kill onto Janna. He wasn't able to get it. Fortunately for his team, they were able to pick up the first dragon of the game, so maybe not the best call, but they made it worth. Broseph clearing out the pink ward in that bush, just denying vision for them. Now they're looking for something onto that Gnar. The Galen trap though, not me. She's a sucker for a cupcake. She couldn't resist. Well, actually Silent J couldn't resist. IMEP's taking a lot of damage. He needs to be careful. Aqua Prison is going to connect. The hop was actually cancelled as well. The taunt will land, but they need to be careful. Ari taking down that tower. Actually, the minion took down that tower. They need to be careful. They forced away IMEPs from this fight, so it's still a 2v2. Blues Forte on his way, but I don't think they'll be able to get anything out of this. Quap, he's going to try his best in that lane. Ike taking a lot of damage. Spirit Rush is going to be used as well. He is going to fall. The Ignite's going to be ticking. Broseph will be securing that kill for himself. There's the roam coming up from Quap. Does not want that tower to fall. Meanwhile, on that top lane, Nubis Maximus taken very low by Ibne. The decoy will be used to save himself for a lot of damage. Ibne out of mana as well. So it'd be really risky for him to follow up on that. There is IMEPs going in, capitalizing off the fact that Irelia doesn't have any abilities up. There is the ring trail for the slow. I don't think he'll be able to get it. Ibne does have flash if he gets low enough. Yeah, there it is. He'll just be backing away for now. Not too much. And, talking a little about those CS leads. Ari farming up a storm 130 compared to the 88 of Quap. Even in that top lane, it's transitioning 118 to the 100. Oh, Ururu taking away the blue buff. Now Nubis Maximus locked down in that Cataclysm. He won't be able to get away. There's a Cyclone going to be used as well as the Chilling Smite. This is a bad call. I don't know what you were doing. The Dragon Strike will give him the kill. Teleport going to be used by Ibne as well to kind of join the fight. Blues Forte caught out. There's the Shockwave locking him down. He's taken very low, even with the exhaust down onto Quap. Actually, no, the exhaust is onto Blues Forte. There was no Nami right there. My bad, guys. Yeah, playing a little bit too aggressive, Blues Forte. His team wasn't able to capitalize off that as well. That's just Forte. Yuru going in down at the TJ09. Monsoon will be used, but Ibne has the Blade Surge to just stab the Janna to death. Broseph, Silent J, just going to be pushing down that mid lane tower. Oh, Aqua Prison's going to connect, and there's the Spirit Rush. They don't want to continue going in without any vision. They'll just be content with trying to take down this tower. Last charge, second charge, there it is. Last charge going to be used by Broseph, and he was always home free. They weren't able to take that down that tower though, so it's really unfortunate. Dragon, it's going to be up in a couple of minutes, and right now the Microsoft team, they have very good ward control. There are a lot of wards around their flanks, but it's kind of limited to Silent J. Right now, Ait gonna be caught out by the Aqua Prison, and Silent J with the plays, with the tidal wave knocking them all up and following up with the Aqua Prison, they're getting these small kills after all of those. You can also see the gold lead for everyone right now. In that mid lane, Yururu, in the jungle, Yururu with 6,300 compared to the 42 of Nubis Maximus. Then in that mid lane, 6,600 to 47 of Oriana. Top lane's not too much, but even with the 2 kills that IMEP's picked up, the CS lead that Oriana has puts him ahead. No, not really ahead. It's only up by 100, so still a lead. It is still a lead, guys. TJ09 got out by the taunt. Broseph just going to be using those Spirit Rush charges. The Ignite's going to be taken. He'll be able to get the kill. Even the Flash forced out of Broseph. He'll just be taking some time to eat a cupcake, and he'll be walking away. Blues Forte still in that bottom lane, just solo pushing it out. Ait trying to defend that tower. He needs to be careful. He knows that despite Blues Forte dying 3 times, he's still a huge threat to him. Caitlyn cannot fight her. There it is. Buckshot going to be used. Ike taken very low. There is the collateral damage for the kill. Now IMAPS. He doesn't have flash. He doesn't have hop. Yururu taken very low. And there's a dragon strike for the kill onto him. Ibne. He's just being denied kill after kill. Yururu, though, this game is absolutely terrifying. So much pressure throughout the entire map. Broseph gonna be spotted out, taking wolves. There's a shockwave to lock him down. He doesn't have Spirit Rush, so he's going to fall, and it's gonna go over to Quap. Meanwhile, Blues Forte still in that bottom lane after picking up the kill onto Ite. He's going to try and push it out as best as possible. Fortunately for him, Ite will be there. You won't be able to push it down. Blues Forte. He's just going to walk away from this. Ite using that Piltover, but even if it had hit, Blues Forte had the heal to stay alive. Right now, bit of a Glass Cannon build. Oh, in that mid lane, Quap gonna be caught out by the Aqua Prison. Ibne trying to go for the kill. There's a teleport gonna be used by Gnar. Quap taken down. Now Ibne is gonna take a lot of aggression, exhaust to use down onto IMF. There's a tidal wave. Silent J, though, he's in a bad position. They're going to set their sights down onto Silent J. IMF's very close to Mega Gnar. There it is. There's a swipe. Now, here comes Broseph getting the stun down onto that Wukong. He's going to be taken down. Ike channeling the ace in the hole. But there it is. Yururu taking the kill right there. Now, IMF's trying to survive. T09 used the Monsoon to try and save his life. But there's the Cataclysm. Demacia straight onto your face. And this is going to be a full ace for the Microsoft One team. They're going to set their sights on that mid lane tower. That's going to be made quick work of. Looks as though Yururu, he's just going to leave his team to that task and take the dragon for himself. They take out that mid lane tower. Now their inhibitor tower is going to fall as well. Can they get the inhibitor? It doesn't look as though they're going to go for it. There it is. Dragon, take it for them. That was a tower damage that they needed. But really, they didn't need it. They didn't need the tower damage. They had it. They had it in the bag. That was just an amazing fight actually an amazing turnaround by the Microsoft team. Once Silent J was in a little bit of a bad position, he was a little bit too set on saving Ibne and sacrificing his own life when he actually could have gotten them both out at the time had he just stopped auto attacking and just focus on the skills. Oh, Yururu gonna be taking a little bit of damage from Anubis Maximus. Cyclone not available just yet, so no follow-up. There's a Chunk Smite gonna be used, but here comes Blues Forte. Looks as though Anubis Maximus was a little bit too scared. But now that they've revealed the Wukong there, the rest of Microsoft team, they're going to try and push that top lane only against the Gnar. There it comes. The Wukong looking for the kill onto Yururu, but he wasn't able to get it. There it is. IMEPS, he's now in Mega Gnar, but I don't think he'll be able to do too much. Ibne and Broseph trying to push that tower. IMEPS, though, doing fairly well against those three members. They lose, Microsoft One lose that bottom lane first tier tower for it, but they don't care too much. The tower lead is still much in their favor. Oh, Yururu going in onto Ite. There's a Cataclysm going to be used as well. Flash as well. Shockwave to lock down that Jarvan. And that's a shutdown going over to Ite. They pick up a nice kill, and they really needed some gold down onto that Caitlyn. She was so far behind. TJ09 caught out by the Aqua Prison. Monsoon going to use to disengage them, but they weren't able to do it. Now IMAP's caught out by the taunt. Ibne picking up a double kill for himself. Nubis Maximus needs to be careful. He's taken very low by Blues Forte. There's the flash, not the flash. There's the dash, auto attack, and buckshot to get the kill right there. Ibne and Silent J pushing that top lane inhibitor tower. They should be able to get it right there. And mid lane inhibitor is still up. There it is. Ibne picking up the kill on that tower. Now they're gonna set their sights on the inhibitor. Just gonna back away from that. Blues Forte trying to take that mid lane inhibitor. He needs to be careful though. With no vision of the enemy team, he could easily walk into a trap. It's taken down to half health though. It has regen. No. The Facebork team doesn't have too much to worry about. Right now, Microsoft, they're not really grouping up and trying to push their advantage. Silent J, he was spotted out by IMEPs, tried to go in onto him. Unfortunately for him, there was a big burly man in a swimsuit waiting to back up that mermaid. Well, right now, vision control seems to have a little bit fallen off of the Microsoft team. Noob is Maximus. Caught out. There's the EQ combo for the knockup. And he's going to fall. Broseph getting the kill for himself. You won't be taking it this time, Yururu. But they need to be careful. This is going to be a 2v3. They're going in. Monsoon doesn't available. There's Yururu going in. He's going ham. He picks up one call to Janna. Double call to the Kaylin. Broseph won't be able to save his life. But there's the Spirit Rush. He's trying to survive. But there's the Boulder to get the kill. Unfortunately for him, the Orbiter section coming back was able to do enough damage. That's going to be a 4 for 2 in favor of the Microsoft One team, and this is such a bad situation for them. They couldn't even take down 2 members without losing 4. They lose that Baron as well. Microsoft won. They come out so ahead. They come out so far ahead. There's just not much that they can do to stop them. Now with the Baron buff, they can easily just pick a lane, push it out, and there's nothing that the Facebork team can do. Even in a 2v3, they lost. So much gold given over to Yururu and Broseph this game that even with their most fed member, Facebork was unable to stop them. Not a lot that they can do. Right now, the Microsoft team, they're just going to set up some split pushes in the top and bottom lane with Graves and Nami pushing the mid lane. They're just going to be careful. They can collapse upon. Noose Maximus, though, caught out in his jungle. Broseph getting the kill. He can't even walk into his own jungle. They have a lot of vision control. Vision in their own jungle, but he just didn't react to it. Right now it's a 4v5. They're going to head to top lane. Even needs to be careful though. There's a shockwave. It's going to be blocked out. There it is. Yuru going in. There's the Cataclysm as well, but he won't be able to survive. I won't be able to survive. Silent J getting the kill with the ebb and flow down onto TJ09. There's IMEPs using the swipe, but he's in such a bad position already. Broseph will be getting the kill while going golden. 4 members right there in that top lane. They take that inhibitor. Ibane, on the other hand, is just going to be pushing that bottom inhibitor as well. They take the top inhibitor. They take the mid inhibitor. And now they'll also take the bottom inhibitor. Oh, Yururu trying to inflate his own stats right there. Looking for the last day. He wasn't able to get it. Quap, though, going in a little bit too far. Bruce Forte was able to secure the kill right there. They take those 2 Nexus towers. They make quick work of them, and it looks as though Microsoft team, they're going to continue their win streak. They're now 4-0. Fortunately for Facebook, they're 3-1. Really well played by both teams, but you could just see why this Microsoft team were previous last season's champions. So if you liked my cast, thank you for watching this video. If you liked my casting, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll be putting out videos whenever I can, and I hope you have a great day. Stay tuned.